welcome back to the Muscle Maturity Podcast, episode 67. I'm John Hansen. I'm here with my co-host Samir Bannout, Mr. Olympia. Samir, how you doing? It's been a while since we've been on the show.
I know. I miss you guys. Yeah, I've been everywhere this past couple months. You know, my mom passed away, John.
I'm sorry.
Exactly 45 days ago. Yeah, it was tough. And, the situation over there in the Middle East is not fun. So that complicated some things. And so I had some work to do. I traveled. I was in New York, Connecticut, went to Mexico. And I miss you guys. It's good to be back on board here. Yeah. How have you been? What's happening with you?
Not much. I got a big seminar this weekend in Massachusetts with Lee Haney and Linda Murray. So that's exciting.
Beautiful. That is nice. Very good.
Yeah, so if anybody's out in Sterling, Massachusetts, it's Guaranteed Fitness Center. So if you want information on it, just go to guaranteedfitness.org. It'll be this Saturday, March 9th.
Haney and Linda Murray with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 8-time cool. Mr. Olympia, 8-time Miss Olympia. Yeah, it'll be great.
Good combo.
Well, I guess we'll talk about the Arnold Classic, Samir. Last weekend was the Arnold Classic, big show. Hadi Choopan wins over Samson Dauda. I think there was 10 competitors in the contest. And I watched it on pay-per-view. Well, actually, it was free, so it wasn't pay-per-view. It was just a streaming. But I watched it Friday and Saturday. And it looked like a slam dunk for Hadi, man. It wasn't even close with him and Samson. He was so shredded. I mean, this was probably the best Hadi we've ever seen.
That was exactly the word I said when I was in Mexico and I was looking and I said, wow. One of my friends says, oh, Hadi was more ripped before. I'm like, no. This is the best Hadi. And I tell you right now, actually, he was wearing that trunks when I saw. Is that prejudging or the evening show in that photo? That's the evening show.
That's the evening show.
Yeah, right away, Hadi was popping. He was popping, and he really looked better than he did at the Olympia, in my opinion. So, hold on.
Yeah. You think if he would have looked like this at the Olympia, he would have won?
Well, I mean, yeah, his back is more ripped. I think his back wasn't as sharp at the Olympia. You agree with me on that? Well,
his back.
I mean, even the condition he was in when he came in second, it could have gone either way between him and Derek. I mean, when Derek is this ripped, Lord have mercy. When Derek is popping all the way, wow. Derek is unbelievable. I mean, I still think Derek is the man to beat.
If Hadi looked like this at the Olympia, it would have been close between him and
honestly, if he looked like that, I would give him more of a nod. I would, I thought he could have got it even then. Right?
I think he should have won anyways, but if he would have looked like this, it would have been no contest. He would have beat Derek easy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to beat Derek. Let's put it this way. Derek is an awesome bodybuilder, man. Come on. Derek is a good combo. But the way Hadi peaked, his power is just like magnetic power. It's like he's got everything up on that stage, and he popped. And this is what he did to Samson. I mean, come on. Samson is an incredible bodybuilder, but he was not popping.
Derek didn't have that hardness. Derek didn't have that
Whatever Hadi is doing with Hani, I think they're a great team. And, Derek is with Hani too. So it's going to be exciting Olympia this year. And I hope, Derek would be more prepared than last time,
He better be. He better be. The pressure's on him. Well, he's going to have to really come.
Yeah, I'm going to fix my hearing things. Anyway, so it will be excited, and I can't wait to see that rematch. But again, I wouldn't put Samson out. I won't rule him out, because I think Samson really was minor modification. We talked about it in the past. And with his conditioning to be slightly better and he's popping a little bit more, he's really pretty. He's got a pretty massive body. Look at how small the waist, the flow, his outer size. He's got everything. I honestly
I agree.
I'll never get him out of the race for first place, So that we will have to wait and see how he is going to repeat this coming Olympia. So hopefully he'll stay healthy and clean up. He competed so many times, Jean, and now he's going to the UK. He's doing the Arnold Classic in the UK.
Yeah. Why do you think it is that he just can't get that? Why do you think it is he can't get that rip look like Hadi does? Because, I mean, he didn't have it at the Olympia. He doesn't have it here. He just doesn't seem to be able to get that really shredded look.
I have my opinion why, but I don't like to keep dwelling on it because I talked about it in the past. Some of the things that he do in the final, well, I think probably in his case, excessive dehydration and leaving him somewhat on the flat side. Plus, he could be even a little more sharper, but I think dehydrated way too much. I don't know.
You think they're just
talked to Milos. I haven't talked to him.
Do you think they're trying to bring him in too big and they're not?
No, I think when he loaded up the final phase, he started looking incredible. I saw a video of him. I said, "Oh my God, I thought he'd probably win it." But the day of the show, I can tell that he lost a little bit more water than necessary, and some of that water, intracellular fluid, John, and that's what causes you not to pop as much. So sometimes when you're ripped and having a little water, you can't really see it. This is a problem right now. It's still a problem in bodybuilding. And some of the coaches have their own view, but I have my own view. And I guess we both have experience. Milos and I have extensive experience in this field. And I think it's a water war, John. We already said it before. It's a water war. Nerve. All these things come to play.
Body thing, it's water.
Sometimes when you have that fine line. Sometimes some coaches are not satisfied with that look, and they look at him from here to here, from 2 yards, from 3 yards, and the body doesn't look as ripped. But you put them about 10 yards under the light, they gotta look more ripped. But when you're flat, you may look good from here to here, but from 10 yards away, you are not gonna look as good. So, in my opinion, is just the issue of fluid management. That was the main issue.
So you think they're dehydrating him too much, and he's fat, and that's why he's not popping. It's not conditioning. It's not that he's not ripped enough.
Well, he could be slightly more ripped, but I mean he's ripped enough. But I think he dehydrated a little bit too much. That's what I can see. I wasn't there. What do you think, John?
Though, it doesn't even look like he's conditioning-wise. It doesn't even look like he's close to Hadi.
Well, if you show me a video from the night before, I saw a video of him was really more harder and he popped. And I think that's where he should just keep that kind of look and just load up a little bit more without worrying about that additional little bit of fluid. A little bit of fluid, you cannot see it from 10 yards away. You could probably see someone that you may think is retaining water from here to here, but from 10 yards away, you cannot see anything because there's no fat whatsoever, no subcutaneous fat. So a little water you cannot actually see. That's my opinion. Again, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
You think this?
I think what?
Do you think this ruins his momentum going into the Olympia this year? Because I mean, he got third at the Olympia behind Derek and Hadi, and then he won all those shows afterwards. And then he was going towards this one, and now he takes second again. He's got the same kind of conditioning he had at the Olympia. So do you think now people aren't really on his train anymore? Do you think this kind of ruins the momentum?
I don't think so. I think whatever he's doing it over and over. I think he do something different. This is what we do in the NBA. You know, a coach that doesn't win, then they have to do some changes. So I think, from what I hear, him and Milos are not working together now. They stopped working
Yeah, he
together.
just
Did you
announced
know
it
that?
yesterday. Yeah, he just announced
So
it
I
yesterday.
don't know I don't understand the exact reason, but it's got to do why I can't get that extra shredded.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's what I'm
I mean,
thinking too. I mean, it's like he's got the
it
same
still looks
condition he had at the
amazing.
Olympics. He just can't get that shredded condition. And he's
Let
not
me
going
tell
to
you
win
something.
the Olympia unless he gets that shredded condition. I don't care how big he is or how
Well,
great his body looks. If he can't get that
this is.
really, really, deep hardness, he's not going to win.
I hear you. I hear you, and that's what we've been talking about all along. We did several podcasts in the past where we discussed his size, and then he's awesome, and he is. But if you don't get that 24K quality that we always talk about, it's going to leave
Right.
them behind. You know, Hadi is like clear. You see the clarity, the striation, and he's
Oh, yeah.
popping.
Yeah.
And so this is the look that the judge is looking for. You know, muscularity.
Yeah.
I mean, he won the most muscular. Samson won the best poser, which is fair. But physique wise, I would give Samson's physique wise best physique in the contest. But
Yeah,
who
but he
is more worthy winning?
can't get that hardness.
Hadi one hand. Yeah, but that's why Hadi is winning, because he's hard and etched in popping. That happened
Yep.
to Rami in the past, where he didn't pop as much, so he didn't do as good. You remember Phil Heath? Who coached Phil Heath? Hani, right?
Yep.
Hani understands something that other coaches don't 100% figure. Some of them is hit and miss. They rely too much on diuretic, or maybe they do excessive amount of diuretic. But whatever happened with Hani. Hani is a safe coach. All his athlete comes in. Nobody have health issue whatsoever. Nobody over dehydrated, and they're all on the winning side. I'm talking from C-Bum to Phil Heath to Derek. I mean, all his guys are in good health. By the way, I forgot to mention, I think Brandeo, he looked incredible. I think Rafa was
Yeah.
more ripped than usual. He was fuller and he was popping. If you look at that photo, you could see that Hadi is popping more than all of them. But again, Rafa's condition was fantastic. Some people said, "Oh, Rafa should have been second." Some people said that. So, but for me, if you
Yeah.
ask me what physique do you want, I want Samson's physique. I want Samson's physique, but let make him etched to the bone, and he'll be like literally unbeatable, man.
Yeah, I don't think Raphael should have got. I think Samson overall has I don't think Raphael should have got second, but Raphael did look great. I mean, a great improvement from the 2022 Olympia. So it's been like a year and a half since he's competed. So he definitely put on some more size, and he came in great condition. He kept his waist small, so he looked great. I think he's going to do really good at the Arnold UK next weekend.
I think so. I mean, but if you look right in this shot right here, you can understand
Yeah,
why. Hadi Choopan is so muscular. You see every little bit of everything on his body is popping, and
yeah.
so and look at his midsection; it's pretty tight. That's what I like about uh, uh,
Oh yeah,
Hadi. You know what I'm saying? Like Hadi, I'm confused between Hadi and Hadi. Yeah. So Hadi, I'm happy for him. He
yeah.
won, and all of them look unbelievable. I think Samson is the man to beat in the future once he put it together 100%. So he hasn't been 100%. He's been doing like 90%.
That's what everybody keeps
That's
saying.
90%.
Everybody keeps saying that, but he can't put it together.
Well, maybe that's why he's changing coaches. So maybe something else.
Yeah,
Whatever system Milos is doing is not working for him. May work for some other athlete.
right.
But I suspect that's the main issue, is peaking for him. Not to
Yeah.
say he wasn't good.
So
He
now,
looked
what's he going
great.
to do?
But I mean, hard. Huh?
What's he going to do now? He's got the Arnold UK next weekend, and he doesn't have a coach. So what's he going to do?
Well, I mean, he
Is he going
knows
to just
what to
coach
do
himself?
right now because,
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he learned something along the way. I feel that he over dehydrated. Maybe if he didn't, his chances would have been better against Hadi. Seriously.
Okay.
Because I saw a video, I was very impressed. Like, imagine if he's a little bit yet fuller. He's a massive guy. You see, Hadi is completely full. And really, if you probably look at him from here to here, he may have a little water, but under the light where the judge is sitting, you can't see any drop of water. But the opposite is true. When you dry, and you don't pop, you look smoother from 8 yards away. That's what I learned in the past 50 years. And ask any top pro, will tell you that. And so, yeah, I mean, great show, though. Great show. And I really want to see him win with that great, gifted body that he has. But then again, the best man won. And really, Hadi was unreal.
Yeah, he was. I was very, very impressed with Hadi, man. I mean, I was impressed with Hadi at the Olympia, but man, he really impressed me at this show. It was like a whole new level. So for him to go into his first Arnold and travel all the way from Iran and come in, and man, he was really impressive. What do you think of Jonathan Delarosa in fourth place?
Again, I have to say, and if Mr. Delarosa is listening to this, I thought he was a little sharper a day or two before the show. This is from my perspective.
Okay.
You can see, if you look at his legs right here, he have dropped a little bit more water than necessary. And when you do that, you got to lose that popping. I love his body. In fact, I took that photos of him, actually a video, and I sent it to my buddy Roz. He said, well, he was really more etched. So he did a great improvement. He's doing a very good job on his body. But that final peaking, it's a fine line, John. And sometimes, it's like I said, you can miss it by a hair, and it makes a difference against your, other competitor. So I thought he looked great, but he was better in the video I saw the day or two before.
So what do you think he did wrong? Do you think he just dehydrated too much?
I would have to say he dehydrated a little bit more than necessary. Same thing I said on Samson. I mean, I would say Delarosa did similar. I honestly, with the video I saw, I wish I could show you. He looked so clear and everything was popping. So it's just, you get that little carried on. Oh, here, let me see. No, back up. I want to show you this video where I thought he looked better. The one here. There. Look at him here. He's clear and he's popping. Look at his glute. Look at his calves. Look at his now Christmas tree in his lower back. Glute. Look at that. He looked clearer here to me. I don't know if it's a different lighting, but he looks better to me than he did at the show, in my opinion. And still not have no oil here and not, it's the different, better lighting on stage. But I thought, looking at his glute, at his calf, if you look at his calf at the show, when he flexed them, they weren't really coming out alive. Here, everything is coming out alive. Look when he flexes his calf. Look at that. If you look at his video, he did not pop as much. It means not enough fluid in the cell, which is leave the muscle somewhat. You cannot even flex it as good. And that's my opinion. So am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. If you look at his calf, dehydrated. Yeah, I think so. Watch him when you turn around. Look at his calf. He can barely flex it. It's not popping. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To me, he looked better a day or two before the show. So, this is what we said earlier. It's a fine line, John, and sometimes you miss it. That's why when you talk to Hadi Choopan, Hani Ramboyd, he understands his athlete and he knows where to the boundary. There's a boundary where you have to stop dehydrating. Some of those guys, they think, oh, I'll dry up a little bit more, but that could take you the other way around. See, he's not flexing his calf right. His glute nut is ripped. If you look at the video from earlier, and you can see the difference. Look at his delts. He looks great, but not as sharp as he was 2 days prior. In my opinion.
Well, it's different.
And even if I don't have my glasses, see, I can tell you he was better 2 days before or day before. Whenever that video.
It's different lighting though too. He's in that other video is in the hotel lighting. That was different lighting.
Yeah, but different lighting. Remember, that was a different lighting for Hadi Choopan too. He popped. I mean, come on. You will pop when you're full and ready. You're gonna pop under that light. Look at that. Look at it. Look at his glute here, and look at his calf now. He barely touched it. Look at that. Come on, glute popping. You can see the Christmas tree is not even trying. Look, the entire trapezius muscle in the back is coming out in a big lumps. Delts, everything looks separated. I thought it looked great right here. Okay, listen. One time I saw Dorian in Spain, and I grabbed Dorian's skin. His skin wasn't onion skin. I went like this. His skin wasn't from here to here. Dorian didn't look shredded. But under the light from 10 yards away, he was the most shredded. So some people don't understand what you look at from here to here is different when you look at it from 10 yards away or 8 yards away. So you have to understand where the judges is looking at you from. The judges are not going there to feel your skin. And so, if you're not popping, it's not going to be an advantage for you. So a disadvantage that you lost too much water.
Yeah.
The body is.
I like Delarosa's physique.
What? I don't know. I love I think his physique look awesome. He's pretty complete, and he looked incredible. But again, he would have done better had he peaked or not to go overboard with his peaking. The final phase, the final part. Well, I know.
I think he's very well balanced.
I think he looked better than he did in Florida. Remember, we were sitting next to each other in Orlando, and he was going against, was it Tampa? Was in Tampa. He was going against Hunter Labrada, right?
Yeah.
And Hunter peaked properly for that show, and Hunter was popping up. And Delarosa looked good. It was pretty close second. He's doing a good job after all these years. So, but the biggest shocker for me, hey John, the biggest shocker for me is Ramon. Now we're gonna talk about Ramon and Wesley and Urs.
We're gonna talk about that in a second. What do you think of fifth place James Hollingshead? He was in fifth. I don't think he's made the top 5 in a long time in a big show like the Arnold.
Do you have a video of him here? Yeah, pretty impressive. Yeah, he actually. Look at his traps are huge.
Oh, he's very thick, very big. And he's working with Milos. And look like he was in the best condition he's been in a long time.
Yeah, I think he looked good and came in fifth. He didn't look flat. He didn't flatten out. Whatever he did pretty good.
That every double bicep looked good.
Huge calves.
The thing I don't like about James' physique is he has no abdominal separation at all. It's really weird because he's hard everywhere else. But if you look at his abs, it's like he has no ridges in his abs at all. It's so weird. I'm sure he trains his abs, but for some
reason.
Look at there's literally no abs.
Well, I have a little bit, but not
I
good
mean, he's
enough.
hard. He was hard. He was hard and full. I think this is the best condition he's ever been in his life. Because I know he's a real hard worker. He trains really hard. I mean, this guy is a monster in the gym. He trains so heavy. But
You
when he
can
gets on
tell he
stage, no
trained
matter
hard.
how, I mean, his rear double body looks great there. But man, he
Hmm.
just doesn't. He has no abdominal separation. It's really weird.
Yeah, but I
I think
mean, he
that really
has just
hurts him when he
about
first comes out
everything.
of that warm-up, but he just has no abs. Look at that.
Yeah, I think.
There's no
Remember,
abs, Joe.
Boyarko in the past had similar issue. His
Yeah,
abs. If Boyer had better abs, he probably would have won the Olympia. His ab was kind
and
of
he's
like
got
one
a
piece.
long torso and kind of shorter legs.
He
So
looks
weird. I
like
don't. It must just be a genetic thing. I guess there's nothing he can do about it. I'm sure
it's
he
got to
trains
be
his
a
abs,
genetic.
but they just doesn't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yep, it's genetic, buddy. It's genetic. One of the thing is nobody flicks the rear delt when they do the 3/4 back shot. I don't. Nobody flex the muscle here, which is very important if you want your back to pop up. Yeah, he
yeah.
looks. He looks like he trained heavy. You can tell his type of muscularity is. He's dense looking.
Oh, he's very. He trains very. He's one of the strongest bodybuilders in the world. Well, I'm sure he'll be in the Arnold UK since he's from the United Kingdom. I mean, I would think he would be there.
Well, it would be smart to do that in the UK. I think he's going to look better in the UK. I still think he's a
Yeah, yeah,
slightly over dehydrated. I think he's a slightly over dehydrated too. You know what I'm saying? Just a hair bit.
yeah. Maybe.
How do I
Well, it
know
was his
that?
first
I don't
show.
know.
That was his first show in a long time. He hasn't competed in a long time.
That's my own judgment. I
I
think
was. I
sometimes
was also
diabetic.
impressed with. I was also impressed with Antoine Valette. I thought he looked really good. Very wide, really good delts, real good legs, and he had a really good posing routine. He was in good condition.
Uh yeah, he's got a great body. He's got a great body, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes his posing routine, I thought, sometimes they try to create some posing and they do certain move. Well, here he's doing good. I think I saw him posing. He was doing the routine where like snapping, and it was not natural. But look at great calves, good legs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
I
good
like his
calves.
body. I like his body. I like
I
his
think he needs
body. I
more.
think.
He needs more chest thickness, and I think he needs more back thickness, if I can remember right. But he's got an overall
Yeah.
good structure.
You
He's
see,
got real wide
you see that
shoulders. He's
you
got good legs.
see
He's got good calves.
you, you see this routine too, Jean.
Yeah,
I mean, why? I mean, it's like you got to do the natural motion. You start going like this and like that. I don't
I
know.
think he's
I'm not.
closing. He's closing to music. You can't hear the music. He had a pretty
So
cool
he
routine.
is.
He put in some stuff from Arnold's movie
He
with some
did.
machine gun fire at the end. That was pretty cool. Yeah,
He's doing pretty good.
I actually thought he could have won Best Poser. He
Well,
did a
I'm
good job.
thinking, the posing is not a problem, but I guess I didn't hear the music, so he's actually following the music. But I don't like the
Yeah, yeah,
snapping, snapping, snapping. I don't like that. I like the art and move. But he's actually, I guess he's trying to catch some beat in the music. And so, yeah.
yeah, yeah. If he keeps making improvements, I think he could be really good. I like his legs. I like his
It's
shoulder width. He was in good condition. I just think he needs a little more thickness in his chest. Maybe his arms could be a
great,
little bit bigger. I think for
great.
his rear double back, I think that was a little off too. So I think he needs more chest and back thickness overall. He probably won't hit it straight on.
Everybody,
Oh, maybe here. He'll hit it right.
everybody, everybody needs something, John. Nobody's perfect. Only God is perfect.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
He's Canadian. He's Canadian. Look at that. He's Canadian.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Look at that.
I think he was saying there, get to the chopper.
Did he say that? I didn't see the
Yeah.
whole
I
routine, but
think he had I think there was machine gun fire at the end.
You see, he don't flex his rear delts, even though he's a good poser. Sometimes contracting the
Yeah, he's
muscle in
got nice
each pose
transition.
is so important. Look at great calves.
Good calves though. Only a few guys that had
Oh,
good calves.
fantastic!
Oh, his rear double's not bad.
Very diamond calves, very good. This
Yeah,
pose could be adjusted a little bit, but he's good. Well, I mean, in
good
this
thighs too.
competition, coming in fifth place in a show like that's respectable.
No, he got
You
seventh.
know, seventh. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
You know who else was really impressive, who I didn't think was going to be good, was Akeem Williams. Akeem Williams came in great shape. Akeem hasn't been in shape in a long time, and he was in really good condition. He was even better at the night show. He looked good at the prejudging, but he was even. I thought he could have been in the top 5 at the night show.
Really?
Yeah, he was in
Mm,
good shape. Best shape he's been in a long time.
pretty muscular. Yeah.
Well, he's got a lot of thickness, and he's got a small waist. He's just got those high lats, which
Wow,
isn't
look
his
at the
fault. It's
crossbody
just his
on the side.
lats attached by. Yeah, look at those striations in his legs.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty muscular. Actually,
He's
massive.
working with Chris Aceto.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris got him
Good
in really good
choice.
shape.
Good choice. Chris is a
Yeah,
pretty good coach. Um,
but I think most people
yeah,
were
he's massive.
counting Akeem out this time, and he really surprised a lot of people. He came in really good shape.
That's his best ever.
I don't know if it's his best ever. He made 6th in the Olympia one year, but that was a few years ago. And then he beat Kamal at the Tampa Pro like 2 years ago, I think. And that was
Mm-hmm.
debatable. A lot of people thought Kamal should have won, but he's in better shape here than he was when he won that Tampa Pro.
Is he from New York?
Yeah, I believe so.
I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, it's pretty muscular. Man,
yeah, he was in
it's
good condition.
tough competition, tough competition. Not everyone gonna win the show. I mean, that's why we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So he was came in what, sixth or
Right.
what?
He was
What
6th, yeah, but
place?
I thought he was going to do even better. 6th.
He beat Antonio, the Canadian guy that watched
He
before
beat
him.
Antoine. Antoine, yeah, he beat Antoine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The guy that was disappointing to me was that Marcellus Horsemd, because he had a lot of good pictures on the internet going in. The guy from Brazil, and
Mm-hmm.
man, I thought he was way, way off, way off. He got ninth. I
Mm-hmm.
thought he should have been ninth, or he deserved like ninth or 10th.
How did he look on that show? Those are old photos. That's him right here.
Yeah, yeah. He just looked like he wasn't in condition. Good legs, but his back was really weak. And he's got a long. He's another one, long torso, kind of shorter legs. Just not in shape. I don't know if he was flat or
Well,
what, but he just wasn't really in shape.
he's not fat, but I think something not right, and I think he may have excessive fluid retention because he looked hazy. Um,
Yeah, his rear lat spread was good,
yeah,
but his rear double was really, really weak. He won't even
John,
do it.
none of these guys come to the show fat. It's just that, like I'm telling you, it's a water
Yeah,
war. It's nerve. It's lack of whatever something when it comes to peaking. It's something to do with peaking for sure. You can
he
tell you
was in
have
one
more
of those
water on
shows
your
with.
chest.
I think he took third in one of those shows with Samson after the Olympia, and he looked really good. So a lot of people thought he was going to really do well in the show. Like a lot of people thought he could be maybe even third at this show, but he was way off.
Mm, yeah, he looks not. He didn't peak properly.
But
Yeah,
he's a young guy. I mean, still got a lot of potential and
he,
a lot of time left in his career. So
yep.
really good leg development, though,
Yeah, his legs are massive. His
and
thighs,
pretty good arms. Too.
a bad calf. I think his arm for his could be a little bit bigger for his upper body.
Look at that! Look at that picture on top. Scott, hit that picture on top. No, the other one, the one above that. The one to the left. There you go. Look at that. I mean,
See how
you look at that picture,
it
like,
looks a
wow,
lot.
this guy.
Well, because he peaked properly here. Who's coaching him?
I think
See how
Milos,
clear he is?
maybe. I'm not. Yeah, it's Milos. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. But he was a little bit watery, whatever it is. You see in that
Yeah.
photo that you showed me prior to this, he looks so clear and he looks better. He looks smaller, but looks a lot better. That's why I tell people
Right.
size is not everything. Look at how much better he looked. You could tell. Look at his face. He
Oh
looks
yeah, he
tighter.
looks real.
More pleasing. Look at this
Yeah. Look at
hamstring,
his
man.
legs.
He's like etched right here.
On the side.
If
Yeah.
he was in that condition, he would have done a million times better. I'm telling you, it's something to do with water. It's not fat, John. Sometimes excessive stress, hormonal fluid is a bad news. And so whatever he did, he messed up in the peaking process. But I love the way he looked here. It's really clear. You could see it.
Yeah, a lot of potential.
A different person.
Just needs to bring up his back.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about the Classic Physique. Classic Physique was a really, really good competition. Of course, Seabum wasn't in it, but there was a big upset. Wesley Vissers from the Netherlands, he beat Ramon. Ramon won the show last year, and Ramon took second to Seabum at the Olympia, so he was like the favorite going in, and Wesley Vissers beat him. And it was very close. There's like a 1 point difference. 7. Wesley got 7. Ramon got 8. But Wesley made really good improvements. And he's much, much bigger. And I think the thing that hurt Wesley before, because he's so tall, he's like 6'3", was he always had that good upper body, big arms. He always had that big rib cage, but his legs were never like they couldn't match up to his upper body. So there was sort of that imbalance. But now he brought his legs up. They're bigger and they were really sliced, really separated. So I think he made a lot of improvements from the Olympia. And I think he should have did better at the Olympia. I think he was like 6th or 7th. I think he kind of got overlooked. But this time, man, he came in fantastic shape.
Yeah, he's definitely in great condition. And had Ramon and being in that condition in full, I still favor Ramon's physique, although he have a pretty physique too. But like I said, I think his legs could be a little bit bigger. His legs could be slightly bigger, and in that sweep.
Yeah.
But I like his condition, and his condition was like perfect. Yeah,
but he brought his legs up a lot. I don't know.
I think Chris Aceto was coaching him in the past.
Oh, was he?
I don't. The way his rib cage is genetic, and his rib cage looks kind of, different. But his muscle
his rib cage goes really across. Awesome. It's not like an oval. Like it goes across. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think that actually his lat could be longer because he's got a shorter lat. But I'm sure he won on good condition, and he's got a pretty body for sure.
Got an excellent back.
I'm really
and I think
shocked.
He put on. I think he put on a lot of size, and he came in really ripped. I was really impressed with his striations and his delts. Man, he was striated everywhere. Striations in his delts. I think the judges were really impressed with the improvement he made, and I think they rewarded him for that. Where Ramon, I don't know if he's having a hard time making the weight or whatever, but Ramon looked a little tired. He looked like he didn't have the energy, where Wesley looked like he had a lot of energy, So I think it made a difference.
It's very clear to see that he peaked better than Ramon. But I mean, for me, Ramon's body is really fantastic. It's beautiful. But you want to judge quality with the body, then Wesley had the nut, the edge here. Yeah, I've seen Ramon a lot better than that. Excuse me.
I actually, after the prejudging, I still thought I still thought Ramon was going to win because he does. I think his weakness is he needs more chest and back thickness, but his waist was so small and he had those really deep abs. I still thought he was going to pull it off. I still thought he was going to beat Wesley by a hair, but Wesley pulled off the upset and Wesley won.
To be honest with you, that's what I did when I was in Mexico. I told that I thought Ramon would win, but then look back.
Yeah.
If you look at his delts and separation, I think Wesley was more popping. Ramon has that pretty line, but Wesley had more. I don't know. He peaked better this time.
Yeah.
But then
well, I know.
ask me
I heard
what
the
body
seminar.
I want. What's that, John?
I heard the seminar on Sunday, and Wesley said he can still go up in weight. He's still not even at the limit. Where I think Ramon is the opposite. Ramon is always he's so big, he's over the weight, and I think it's a struggle for him and Chris to bring him down to that weight limit, and I think that hurts him. I think he ends up looking a little flat, Although he doesn't really look flat there. I think he still needs more. He needs more size in his chest and back to really come out.
Yeah. But I still like his body more. I still like his physique, his overall beauty. He doesn't have any awkwardness anywhere. You're right. His chest could come up a little bit more, but he's definitely have that pretty body. When you have great arms, great legs, and small waist, chest and back definitely need to be better. 6 a small waist, good legs,
I don't know if
good
you saw
arms.
They did a video the next day, the day after this contest, and they went all the top classic physique guys were working out together. So it was Ramon, Wesley, and Chris Bumstead was there too, and they were all doing chest.
Oh, really?
And this is the day after the show, it looked like, and they were using like 110-pound dumbbells for incline dumbbell presses. And when
110?
Ramon went up there to do his set, 110. But it's a day after the contest, so that's pretty heavy. So then when Ramon grabbed the dumbbells, he was doing hammer curls with the 110s.
Oh, really? He's got that crazy forearms. His back tail is unbelievable.
I know. And then they did the 140s. I think C-Bum was the strongest because he was, he's off season. He's not dieting. And then after him, I think Ramon was strongest.
But 110 pounds should be walking in the park for these guys. Come on.
Then they did a set with the one. They did a set with the 140s after that.
Oh, they did? Who did? Bumstead?
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at the quality.
This was it. This was the day
Wesley, look at his shoulders. See, he filled up even more.
Yeah, Wesley
looks actually a little bit better.
Yeah, he looked great.
Yeah.
He looked better than anybody the day after.
Wow, look at that. Look at the shoulders. You see what I'm saying, John?
Yeah.
John, peaking is the whole thing. He looks a lot better than they did in the show.
Yeah.
And probably he ate whatever he ate everything. This is a problem with people still having an issue. I wish I looked like that at the day of the show. You got to eat. You're not going to get fat. You have to understand a little bit of water, bit of water cannot hurt you. This is the issue here. Don't worry about a little water. When you shred it to the bone, a little bit of water will do nothing to you. Look at that. Look at that. He didn't take a diuretic after the show. Look at he ate and he looked fuller and harder. Wesley looked a lot better. He looked a lot better here than he did at the show, from what I saw now.
Yeah, he did.
Urs is another bodybuilding champion, which I think we need to have him put on 10 pound of pure beef, and we need to have another inch on his arm because with bigger arm, he's going to do a lot better. Wow, look at his delts.
Yeah.
So Bumstead look at Bumstead. Is that 110?
Looks I'm not sure if that's 110 or 100. Yeah.
This one, it looks bigger than 110.
That might have been the 140s. They did a set with the 140s, and they all did it.
How about Chris Cormier? How many reps did Chris Cormier do?
He didn't do any. He was spotting them.
He did. Yeah. That's cool. Where was that at? Is that
It looked like it was in
somewhere in
Columbus the
Columbus?
day after. Yeah, the Olympia TV, I think, was filming it.
So Bumstead was there watching, just checking things out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I
hear
wonder if that.
Bumstead is good.
I wonder if that
I
fired
heard
Bumstead up. You know?
I'm sure it does. It did, and
Yeah,
so I heard Bumstead is pretty strong.
yeah.
Yeah,
It looked like he
someone
was
told me
strong.
that he.
I
Yeah.
know he squats a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool. They all got together and did that.
Yeah, yeah, it was. And did you hear what Arnold said to Wesley Vissers?
What did he say?
So after Wesley won, Arnold came up and gave him his trophy, and they call Wesley the Dutch Oak because they said he looks just like Arnold because he does all those Arnold poses and stuff. So Arnold
Mm-hmm.
goes, "Oh, Wesley, congratulations!" He goes, "When I was sitting there watching you, he goes, you reminded me of Lou Ferrigno."
Did he really?
Yeah, and
Oh
Wesley's
my
face is
God.
like, "Oh, he's gonna say I look like you," you know?
He didn't say you remind me of someone named Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right? Yeah. Everybody
He
said Arnold did that
disappointed
on
him.
purpose.
Looked
Yeah,
like Louis. Well, I mean, come on. Louis was incredible too. Louis
yeah,
was incredible. The final part, Louis didn't come in like onion skin too. So, wow, this
yeah.
guy is tall. He looked a lot taller than
He's six
Arnold.
foot three. Yeah, he's
Ooh,
6'3". Yeah,
yeah,
he'll be standing right up there with C-Bum. He'll be as taller than C-Bum, really.
yeah. Well, he's a
All right,
happy
what
camper,
else we
that's
got to
for
talk about?
sure.
Oh yeah, I was glad to see him.
I'm disappointed
Oh,
that
let's talk about
nobody giving Breon some love because Breon is very good. Some people were around me when we were looking at
oh
my
yeah, yeah,
phone,
let's mention.
and they thought that
I
Breon
thought
could have been closer, but anyway, he
I
didn't
had
get.
Breon in third over Urs. I thought he should have. He looked amazing. I thought Breon looked great.
He did look good. He did look good. I'd like to see Urs have more arms. Look at Breon's got the arm, but Urs have him on the legs. You see, Urs have
Yeah,
great calves, great thighs. Breon have the arm, and Breon is pretty good. And Breon
Breon's
is what
back was
over
amazing.
40? Breon over 40, isn't he?
Yeah,
I
yeah, I think
heard
he's
Breon
closer to
is 40
40-45.
some. Wow, he looks really
Look at
good.
it. Look at this rear double back, man. Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
His rear
I don't know
double is
why.
amazing. One of the best. One of the best, I think, in the whole sport. Right?
Yeah, he looks great. I mean, I know him. I know him from close up, and I know what he looked like. So.
Yeah.
I thought he is worthy of a higher placing. He should have.
So, do you think
He
he's
should
going to
have
go to
started.
212, Samir, or do you think he's going to stay in classic?
Honestly, he should go to the 212.
I
He
think so
should.
too.
Yeah. I mean,
Because he
I
could
see
be,
him at over
he could
200.
probably be another. Yeah, he could be like 10 pounds bigger with that quality, man. He would do great.
Yeah, he looked like he could have been more thicker and fuller. I saw him at over 200 looking really, really good. But I don't think he's 190 here, 185.
Yeah, I think he's got to be,
Yeah,
yeah, around a 185. Yeah.
yeah. Well, when you stand up next to these guys, they're gonna, oh yeah, he's bigger, but they're not looking at the whole entire package. Look at Ur's beautiful body. I just want to see bigger arms, bigger arms.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember he bulked
Yeah, I could
up
see when
and
they
then
were.
he lost. He
Yeah.
bulked up and
He
he
doesn't
lost it all.
look like he's really getting any. He's not really getting any bigger.
I mean, these guys need to take a whole year where just put on muscle,
Yeah.
put on quality muscle, and then peak for a contest. Take 3 months of prep, but use 9 months to get massive. And you don't need to abuse your body. You can grow. But I guess nowadays they're all busy doing million exhibition and moving from one place to another. They want to stay lean. I mean, you have to sacrifice. The reason why Dorian H won the Olympia 6 times, because he off season built up. He really got fuller and bigger. He kept continuing to get bigger.
Yeah.
Urs have to follow this concept. And I think Wesley did that. He took a year off. You didn't see him. And all of a sudden he came in bigger than ever and more shredded. I think Urs need to do that too. He needs to take like 6 to 8 months of just grow the right way, stay healthy. You don't need to use much when you growing. Seriously. Most people think, you need to take so much gear to get bigger. No, you just gotta eat more and take just a little bit of gear and allow your body to recover. And so I think Urs was so active and so what's his name? Who came in fourth or fifth at the Classic? Oh yeah,
Micheal.
he was in very
Micheal Daboul.
Yeah, Micheal Daboul. I like his body. I think he probably, I don't know, over dehydrated too, possibly. I don't know. I saw a video also. He looks really, really good. But on the stage here, he looks like somewhat flattened out a little bit. But still, look at the striation.
He's always in shape.
I like his body. Yeah.
Yeah, when they did the first call out, though, he wasn't even in the first call out. They just had Breon, Urs, Ramon, and Wesley.
Well,
so they only pulled 4 guys up for the first call out.
I think he missed his peak a little bit. I saw him before. He looked incredibly shredded. Then, I don't know. It's hard for me to just judge pictures. Yeah, I seen his chest more ripped than that.
God, look at his delts. Jeez.
Yeah, beautiful body. I saw him in New York. I was very impressed. New York Pro about almost a year ago.
Very wide.
10 months ago. Amazing. He's good. And he came in what, fifth?
Yes.
Sixth?
Yeah. He was fifth.
Yeah. You see, looking at this, honestly, Ramon has the prettiest body, honestly. Wesley look incredible, taller, muscular, but look at Ramon's legs versus Wesley's legs. Ramon rhymes a little bit better. Look at his lat goes down from top into his rib cage to his waist. I mean, pretty much similar to my look. In that V, in the curve that he has. He just wasn't the Ramon that we accustomed to see. Nevertheless, I thought I was voted for him just by the photo. But when you look close, like the judges were sitting, I'm sure Wesley was more muscular, more impressive to them. But if I look at the legs right there, I think Ramon got him in the legs. He's just in the rib cage.
Yeah.
The Ramon's rib cage flows his body properly. Wesley's rib cage is different. You notice his rib cage different than Urs, different than Breon, by far different.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's shaped weird. It goes right across his body.
That's genetic. But look at his arm. His arm looks pretty damn big.
Oh yeah. I thought he made great improvement. I mean, he brought up his size and he came in great condition. He really brought up his legs. So I like his physique. I mean, and he's a great guy. He seems like, he's been battling for years to try to make improvements, and every year he's consistent and he pushes hard. He's got a huge fan base. So it was good to see him win. And I know what a fan he is of Arnold. He loves those golden age physiques. So I think his website is called Vintage.
I've always put a like on his photo, and I'm impressed with his physique. I mean, Wesley have a beautiful body. I mean, each one has his own unique look. I mean, I just favor that Ramon's body flows in that. I like that body on Ramon. But again, the way Wesley came in, it was more prepared. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
6'3", my
yeah,
God.
Ramon's got the smaller waist, but
yeah,
he's a monster. Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, the last thing I want to talk about, Samir, is the Nick Walker. He's getting ready for the New York Pro, and he was handing out trophies at the Arnold, and look how huge he looks.
He looks like the Himalaya mountain there walking. He's huge. He looks massive. I just hope he stays healthy and stay working on his quality. I think he's going to do great. Next time on stage, he's going to revenge. He's going to revenge. He's in a revenge mode in a nice way.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is that,
I bet he can't wait to get on stage.
Now?
It's been, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's a big boy. You know, I just want.
Well, you know, he didn't do the Olympia because of the. He didn't do the Olympia because of the injury. So now it's been over a year now since he's been on stage. So I'll bet he's dying to get back on stage.
I'm sure he will. He will do good. I'm pretty sure he's more hungrier than ever. And
oh yeah,
as long as he stay healthy, which is I think he's doing everything right in the past 2 years. So I wish him well. Great guy, great body. So let's hope he stays healthy and kicks some butt.
Yeah. Well, that New York Pro will be here before you know it, because that's like a couple months, right? May, I think.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to compete until the Olympia, right? Or he needs to requalify.
Yeah, he's doing the New York Pro.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
In 2 months?
Yeah, I think it's in May.
He'll be ready. And he'll qualify.
Oh, yeah, I think he's...
I hope so.
Yeah, I think he's going to dominate. I think he's going to win that show easy. I don't see him a problem.
Yeah, I can tell you, Nick is eager and he's like from the heart. He's passionate. When you have that kind of passion, you're going to do great. So I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in great shape when he tore his hammy.
Oh man,
that was
yeah.
That was devastating for him, and so God's willing, he'll be better than ever again. So
yeah.
Yep.
All right, Samir. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up there. Good seeing you again, buddy. Glad we were able to do another show.
Good seeing you too, John. I'm always here for you guys, and you know, I mean, I want that show at Arnold Classic really. It was enjoyable. I wish I was there, but I couldn't this time. So hopefully we'll see you at the Olympia this year again. In Las Vegas,
yeah,
you're
I'm gonna make
come
plans.
Down. Well, old school gonna send us. Old school gonna take care of us this time in Vegas.
Good.
So good talking to you again, and for everybody, keep it old school, keep it beautiful, keep it healthy.
Yeah. And anybody out in the Massachusetts area this weekend, Saturday, March 9th, I'll be out there with Lee Haney and Linda Murray. Guaranteed Fitness is the name of the gym in Sterling, Massachusetts. Awesome.
Beautiful. Have fun, John.
I'll tell Lee you said hi.
Good combo. Okay, John. And then hopefully I get to see you soon, because I'm doing something where I will surprise you. Next time on the podcast, I'm going to talk about something that I'm doing, and, you know, it'll be good. But I'm going to leave it until then.
All right. Sounds good. So we'll talk next week.
Surprise. Sounds good.
All right.
Talking to you again, buddy.